What's up, and welcome to Nighttime at the Nerd Bar, episode 157.
Let's go.
Woo woo! We are live this Monday evening, bringing you that Monday energy. If you're watching us live, awesome. Join us over in the live chat. And if you're watching later, fantastic. Comment down below. We're going to be covering anime news, anime shows. Because I'm already thinking
Anime
about
recommendations.
all kinds of things.
And non-anime things.
And more.
Yes.
Go Loser Ranger and more. So stick around for all that. This thing will let you know what's going on.
Yes.
Introductions. Hello, I'm Carrie Lane.
And I'm Katie Cullen. I want to see more of your shirt. Show me the shirt.
Yes.
I see Jurassic Park.
Yes.
Excellent.
And you can't quite tell, but wait, this side, they're little skulls. And I was like, that goes up with it appropriately, you know. Yes.
We're getting that in what, like July or something?
That new movie does look cool.
Yeah, we're getting it at some point this year.
We talk all things nerdy here, so welcome, nerds. Also, don't forget to go follow us over on Twitter and Blue Sky NTATNB. Follow here on Fanversation's YouTube channel, subscribe, notification bell, you know all those things.
Yeah.
So let's get into it. Yes. Excuse me. Yeah, games. We like games here. So first news is about games. Okay. Umamusume Pretty Derby has the 6th event of New Frontier, and that is from Stage Crowd, the video streaming service of Sony Music Solutions, will stream Umamusume Pretty Derby 6th event, The New Frontier, to overseas audiences. So that would probably be us.
Yeah.
And let's see. Okay, what is it? It is a simulation game and part of Umamusume Project, a multimedia franchise. I was going to say, I haven't watched the show, but I was like, oh, it's the girls that are like horses. It's so fun.
Yeah. They, an Umamusume anime just premiered this season. And from what I hear, it's real good.
That sounds really fun, too. I was like, that sounds cute.
Yeah.
So along with our classmates and trainers, the Umamusume work towards every racer's dream, winning the Twinkle series. That's cute too. So for more information, you can go to on Twitter. It's the Twitter URL and then UMA _ Musu MUSU. They're also on TikTok and YouTube at Umamusume _official, and we'll post a link too. So yay.
Just in time for the Kentucky Derby.
All right.
Yeah.
Also, it says the full concert. There's a concert experience too. Interesting. In May. So I'd go follow them for more information, but that sounds fun and exciting. All right. Moving on. Oh, and before moving on, real quick, we got Morningstar Banff in the chat. Hello, ladies. Hello. Aw, Giga Derek says, greetings from Pollen Hell. Aw.
Welcome to spring.
Yay. All right. And next bit of news, Kaiju number 8, a show we've talked about and movie we've talked about on here, is having a game. And the pre-registration for that is already open. So you don't even have to wait. And it's the game. It is a brand new Kaiju Slaying Battle RPG. I'm like, can I make this bigger on the screen? There we go. I was like, it has a really small font. It's for smartphone and PC. And it is co-produced by Akatsuki Games, Toho, and Production IG. And the game will immerse players in the explosive world of this series. So, yay. That's exciting.
Sounds fun.
And just seeing, offering a fresh spin on turn-based combat. Kaiju number 8, the game, lets players crush colossal kaiju with a game-changing blow. And we love puns and I love it. Yeah. This Kaiju Slaying Battle RPG. And the game pairs accessible gameplay with high-impact visuals, cinematic ultimate moves, and high-fidelity modules of Titanic Kaiju that brings the world of Kaiju number 8 vividly to life. awesome, and just seeing if there's
Yeah.
information.
I've
So,
gotta say, I appreciate
mm,
that they're doing turn-based combat for this because
mm,
real-time combat can be a lot harder to get into if you don't have the hand-eye coordination. And so, yeah, when
oh,
they said accessible gameplay, they're not kidding. Turn-based is a lot easier for people who maybe aren't able to do a lot of the faster-paced combat. So I like that they're doing that.
it says platforms iOS, Apple Store, Google Play, and Steam. And then this one, I was like, ooh, per the press release that I'm reading, it does say price free to play and it has in game purchases available. So
Okay.
nice.
All
So you
right.
can go check it out.
Yeah.
So more
Since it's
information. Oh,
yeah, if you're signing up, it sounds like you can wish list it on Steam and whatnot.
yes. So kj8-thegame.com for more
All right.
information.
All right.
Sweet.
Continuing on with a different kind of game. If you are going to the Boston Red Sox game this Saturday and you are a One Piece fan, you are eating well. Monkey D. Luffy to throw out first pitch at Fenway Park on May 3rd for Boston Red Sox X One Piece Theme Day. Ceremonial first pitch will be a historic moment for the One Piece franchise. So, guys, that game is this Saturday, May 3rd. It is the 4:10 p.m. game. And a first for the One Piece franchise, a Monkey D. Luffy character mascot will throw the ceremonial first pitch in pregame ceremonies preceding the 4:10 p.m. Red Sox and Twins game. All ticket holders who purchase tickets through redsox.com/One Piece will receive a commemorative giveaway produced by Red Sox in collaboration with Toei Animation. Upon arrival, all general admission ticket holders will receive an exclusive Red Sox and One Piece baseball jersey, and all VIP ticket holders will receive the jersey as well as a baseball bat. And we have
Ooh.
art of this jersey, and guys, it's beautiful, and I'm jealous. I'm on the wrong coast to take advantage of this. I cannot go to this game. So, for those of you who are going, this looks like a great time. If you plan on doing the social medias, use the hashtags One Piece and Red Sox on your social posts. So, yeah, the schedule for the day and all times are Eastern. 1:40 p.m. fan meetup and 1:40 p.m. photo op with Monkey D. Luffy and Chopper character mascots. Also 1:40 p.m. One Piece card game demo and 4:10 p.m. Boston Red Sox and Minnesota Twins ceremonial first pitch by Monkey D. Luffy at Fenway Park. So, yeah, if you're into One Piece, if you're into baseball, if you've got tickets for Fenway this Saturday, it sounds like you are going to have, frankly, an excellent time. Right, here's the next one. And they're all on my phone, so I'm like, where are we going?
I was like, no, that sounds awesome.
Yeah, oh my gosh. Speaking of fun things to go to, Funko announces Fun Days Experience 2025 Quest for the Grail. So, stopping myself from making the requisite jokes about the relative airspeed velocity of an unladen swallow and whether or not coconuts migrate. You know, if you've seen Monty Python, you know. Uh, Funko is redefining Fun Days this summer with the all new Fun Days experience Quest for the Grail, a reimagined event designed to bring fans deeper into the world of Funko. From June 27th to 29th at their Hollywood store, Funko will host this interactive experience where fans step into a story of adventure. Blending immersive storytelling with collectible culture, this year's Fun Days transforms a cinematic adventure themed experience inspired by classic action epics. Expect team competitions, pop trading, collectible exclusives, and plenty of unexpected moments. It's the Fun Days you know, just taken to the next level. Tickets go on sale in May, so follow at Original Funko on socials for updates. So it sounds like this was something that they may have been doing. If I remember correctly, they were doing this at Comic Con previously. So they're doing it in late June. So for those of you coming into town for maybe Anime Expo, come in a little earlier. And yeah, it sounds like you're not going to have to fight the con crowds for this, which is
Nice.
excellent.
Oh,
You'll
yeah.
have to fight the Hollywood crowds, which is very different and not nearly as crazy as trying to navigate San Diego Comic Con.
Mhm.
Believe me. So that sounds like a good time, honestly. So if you are interested in Funko Fun Days, again, follow their socials for when tickets come on sale in May. And remember that May is like 2 days from now or 3 days from now. It's this week. Right. And speaking of things that happened this week, Overlord the Sacred Kingdom arrived on Crunchyroll a
Woo.
little, like not too long ago, a few days ago. So, If you did not get a chance to see Overlord the Sacred Kingdom, which is the Overlord movie in theaters when it dropped last year, it dropped on Crunchyroll on Thursday at 5 p.m. Pacific. So that is ready to go. If you have a Crunchyroll account, hop onto Crunchyroll, watch the Overlord movie. We were fortunate enough to see it, and we had an excellent time. Like, if you enjoy all the seasons of
Yes.
Overlord, this is pretty much, I think, that it was either the next season or it was something that fit in.
Oh, it
It was
filled in
one
the
that would
gaps.
fit in earlier.
Yeah. It was one of
Yeah.
those, we saw what happens later, and this is so during
Yeah.
that, this is what happened. Yeah. Which is
Yeah,
nice
like,
because it's new content, and you're like, oh, I
yes.
wondered what happened during that time.
Yeah, and it backfills something. That's right.
Mhm.
Thank you for the reminder. So yeah, the Overlord movie is available on Crunchyroll.
Sweet.
Yes.
Nice. All right. And now on to our series we're covering. Oh my goodness, this is
This show. This show goes places.
Woo!
Can we talk about the ending first? Because it's all in one area, and then the ending is its own thing.
Yes. Those
Because
poor Aminals, man.
God,
They
those
didn't
poor
do
kids,
anything.
they didn't do anything.
Yeah.
So the kaiju is continuing on despite the fact that it is being ignored, because it turns
Yeah.
out ignoring your problems does not make them go away.
No.
And just the cutting back and forth between the Red Keeper giving his speech about I will protect helpless humans even if I have to give my life because that's what heroes do, cutting back to the kindergarten teacher and this little like 4-year-old in the path of this kaiju that's eating everything in its path, and then ending on a cliffhanger. It's just like this is one of those things where this show has something to say. And in between the comedy bits, in between the weird stuff, like it does like to occasionally say, hey, we're going to make a point here. Okay? Okay? Here it is. Just this, a distillation of the pitch for this show. The Power Rangers does the boys. Like, this is the distillation of that pitch. And I love it. It's maybe 2 minutes long, this scene, maybe 2 minutes. And it's just so well put together. It's excellent. So kudos to the show. Killing it.
Haha. Yeah, that was one you just because we knew then it's why are they continuing to ignore it? Because yeah, Red Keeper is like, I don't give a fuck, I'm busy doing my own shit. So you're disappointed. And though I kind of
doesn't actually care.
Do we know how close the school is to this event?
I don't think they're anywhere near each other.
Okay. I had a thought that I'm like, a prediction of, so if Dee's outside, he's going to somehow be at the zoo and help save the day. But that was not really a full, thought out thought. It was more of a, well, wouldn't that be funny? So we'll see. But yeah, no, him getting kicked out was really funny. I'm like, oh.
And you've been expelled.
Yeah, him and Gato fighting.
The furniture stacking on top of him was hilarious. That was the point where...
if I can't kill you, I'll immobilize you. Okay.
That was the point where I think I laughed for a good chunk of time just watching that.
Yep.
Like, that bit of comedy got me. It was good stuff. Yeah, going back to the previous theory of that's either one of the previous Ranger cadets or he got eaten by the boss monster.
And both.
Yeah, honestly, uncertain either way, given that the boss monster showed up
that's true.
in a red tracksuit. Like,
that's true. Though I do think it's that we saw that character in the hallway talking to some students when we were showing
the same jumpsuit.
It's not? Okay.
I watched it the second time. The jumpsuit that the one in the hallway was wearing had like a popped athletic collar, had like a popped collar, like a collared shirt. And this one just had the straight up like. It looked like that he was just wearing it down.
Yeah,
it might be. I'm
or
honestly not sure.
Yeah.
because we never
He
really
stood
got.
out in the hallway, so that's what made
Yeah.
me think like, oh, we've seen this character and he is interacting and
Yeah,
moving
yeah.
around.
And we never got confirmation that that ranger cadet is the
Wakaba.
monster. Yeah,
That's true.
that's just what she was saying.
True.
So it's possible that he's the monster. It's possible that he's whammied. It's possible that he turned to the dark side in the pursuit of power.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I don't know. Could be anything at this point, and I am just intrigued all the way down. And I do have to say, and this made me laugh both times. First of all, the fight was amazing.
Yes.
Seeing the other divine artifact, like I did not look
Yes.
up what those translated to. Both of them were the something of God, but I didn't have the time to look up what they translated to. But it's just at the end where she's in the middle of murdering him and they go out a window and that student's just like, murdering the principal is a violation of the school rules. Like, it's okay, but here's the thing. You're putting the emphasis on the violation of the school rules bit when most people would put an emphasis on the murder bit. Like,
But she was a
what?
plant, so he put her there on
Yes.
purpose.
Oh yeah, no, it's just like it's really really funny to me how that went down. Like I understand why and it makes perfect sense. It's just very funny to me because it's
Oh,
like
yeah.
you're focusing on the wrong thing.
Also, apparently, you can get murdered and then you come back because that was a cool,
Is it
how
true?
she got him. And it's like, oh, reset. We can bring you back from the dead. No big.
Mhm. I'm
Also, we
almost
we had
thinking that he wasn't
hmm,
the snake. Like
that.
uncertain,
Yeah.
but that's kind of where I am at this point that he was not the
Mm-hmm.
snake.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I had thought he was. The way they presented it first, it made it seem like he was. But
Yeah.
then it was a no. But the question is he working with them consciously? Is he been like
Is he also whammied?
mentaled,
Yeah.
they've messed with him? I like the part about how it's if you've been to school, it's the nostalgia, and that's why Dee's not affected. He's like, I don't know, I didn't go to school.
Chidori also doesn't seem to be affected. And
True,
we've
but
seen
does seem like a
some.
delinquent.
I mean, even if you're a delinquent, you still have some
True, yeah.
like. But we've also seen like he doesn't have a last name. He's got like the Prince
Mm-hmm.
Madonna single name thing going on.
Mm-hmm.
His at least his police record seems a little weird. He doesn't seem to have family,
Mm-hmm.
and just kind of looking at the opening theme. Like seeing him with the hair down, and two, seeing that we go from like feathers to test tubes in the opening theme. Something is up with him. Don't know what. Don't know if
Agreed.
we'll find out. But I'm not entirely certain that man is human. And I'm here for it. But when we got your companions that you brought with you are already succumbing to the illusion, we only flashed to the girls. We did not show Chidori.
Mm-hmm.
So I would not be surprised if he's immune for one reason or another.
Yeah. And then circling back, Hisui, we did talk a little bit, I think, last week or something when we were talking about her ability. So more solidified how it's manifesting, which is their divine artifact. So her spitting out the blades is part of her.
Yeah.
What she can do. But then I just kind of wonder, I'm like, could you, open your hand and it appear, or is it just like, seems to be more mouth because the mouthpiece item. So, which was cool that it can do long range and not just immediate.
Not just right in front.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, she's unholy, but I really like her. And also, starting to get whammied because that is her friend, that is her squad mate there, and she may have dropped out at the age of 10 to join the Ranger Academy, but she still has school memories, so she never had high school memories.
Yeah.
But she's still got school memories and she's still getting got.
Yes. Fighting hard though, but
Oh yeah.
And her fight scene I love. That was so fun.
Oh my god, yes.
She's
brilliant.
Cool. Yep.
And getting to see like the rest of the squad before they got just destroyed 4 years ago. Like,
Mhm.
oh, they're all gone. Which
Yes.
makes sense that you can't keep people alive in Green Squad if they're going after boss monsters. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, you'd think Red Squad would have the highest well, Red Squad might have the highest casualty rate just because of Red Keeper, honestly.
Yeah.
The highest
It's like,
monster induced
oh,
casualty
friendly
rate. You'd
fire.
think it would be
Mm,
red, but no, it's probably green.
could be. Yep. What was it?
Yeah.
Poor Angel, kind of waffling between when they were able to slightly pull her out of it, but then not. You're like, no.
She got addressed and the illusion
Ah.
just clicked into place.
Yep.
And then she narked on them. So the rules
Yes.
changed between loops.
Yes.
It's like,
Rude.
cool. Hate that.
Ooh, also the thing has to be seen, which is also an
Yeah.
interesting rule.
Yeah, we know that someone saying out loud violation of the school rules is what resets the day.
Yeah.
Because we
And
saw that last episode when Gato got halfway through the phrase and then I think it was Angel like stopped him, interrupted him, and it didn't reset.
yeah.
So yeah, I think that's like, yeah, that is the trigger is someone has to verbally call it out.
Yes.
So Chidori going, all right, time to use my lizard and see what the hell is up.
I like it. We ultimately do get to see a little bit inside his case, which be curious what else is in there.
The
And oh
7
yeah,
tools of the trade, that lizard can't be all of them.
no.
It's got to be more than that. You got a whole
Yes.
guitar case to work with.
Yes. Mysterious.
Mm-hmm.
Our lizard person, it was like it's Magatia. It's like
Yeah.
Magatia.
They've been like
like that.
Magatia.
Yeah. We'll go with Magatia.
Snake.
I looked really interesting. I liked it. I know you're the bad guy, but you're still interesting.
I mean, every boss monster that we've seen for more than 35 seconds in a flashback has had some form of exposed musculature. For Peltrola, you could see between the eyes and the mask there was some of that going on, and then Magatia is missing half his face. So I wouldn't be surprised if that was true for all of our boss monsters. Is that there's some weird form of
theme. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good question. We don't know if that's how they're made or a result of something.
I mean, we've seen 2 of them.
Yes.
So it's who the heck he knows, truly.
Yes.
We'll find out. Or we won't. Supposedly there's 3 more of them out there, and maybe we'll see more in flashback. We did have the initial flashback when the Dusters were created, but like heck if I remember what episode that was like, even in, honestly.
Way back when.
Yeah.
Gato brought up an interesting point with him and D of D's like, why are you working with a monster? And Una reverse, why are you working with the humans? And Gato has the point of, well, the people are here by choice. Are they though? Choice. And it's, an idyllic, safe time and not fighting. And that's why he's partially into why he's in that role. But it's still but how did this come about? And does he really think, I don't know, living just the same day, even if it is like a perfect average day?
Well, here's the thing.
You're a goldfish.
Here, I got two things going on for this. One is that I think I called this either last week or 2 weeks ago with seeing all the delinquents hanging out in the school, and then it's a perfect school, and going, well, maybe they want to be there because this neighborhood sucks, life sucks. Maybe they join because this is better. I think I brought that up. I might be remembering that incorrectly. And 2, kind of what I'm thinking is that the students that are whammied aren't aware of a repeat day. And I do think the day repeats until it fully whammies all the new people. And then we finish the rest of the school week. And then the weekend is spent in reality. Hence today is Sunday, come back tomorrow, you'll see what's up. So I
Mm-hmm.
think the time loop finishes looping once they've fully got everyone who just came in under the spell.
That makes sense. We'll find out, but
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. So that's my
follow.
thoughts. And yeah, it doesn't surprise me, especially in a world where you can occasionally just get absolutely ripped up by monsters and then people deny that it even happened.
Mm-hmm.
Uh Red Keeper.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't surprise me that if you're in an area that was affected or if life is just extremely difficult and sucks, that you would want this escape. It looks like, Gato is dealing with some form of PTSD and has decided that, yeah, we don't want to deal with the real world anymore.
Yeah.
I'm here for this. This is, I know it's not real, but it's better than the
Yeah.
reality I've experienced. Yeah, Time Loop High School. Yep.
Yep. Giga Dark. I don't know. That's true. Different people have different high school experiences, but
Yeah.
yeah, that could be a real nightmare. But we
Yeah.
didn't really see. The only thing was that one gym teacher person that we thought was maybe Magatia is, or at least I thought was, is maybe looks like they're scolding some students, but overall it seems very idyllic and
Yeah.
simple, and nobody's really having a hard day. And
Yeah.
but yeah, I don't think they know either until it's the end, the week.
It
Yeah.
it doesn't surprise me. Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me if especially a bunch of kids wanted to be
Hmm.
here.
Oh
Because
yeah.
for one, you don't really have all of the higher reasoning skills, and you definitely don't have all the life experience yet. High school is very, very different, and any type of education system is very, very different from working a day job, doing other
Hmm.
things. Like there's so much, it's so regimented, it's so strict, it's so like it's very different being an adult and having adult life experiences.
Hmm.
But when you're younger and all you know is the school system and suddenly everything sucks, but hey, here's this guy saying, well, you can live 5 days a week in a good school system. You'll get an education and you'll have lunch and you'll have friends and it'll be all nice and clean and you'll have clean clothes and like why wouldn't you want
Question.
that if everything around you is terrible, honestly?
I wonder how food is procured, because if this is all an illusion, are they really eating anything? And I would hope so, because also you're there and then you would just die.
I mean, that's the kind of thing where I apply mystery science theater rules for the it's just a show bit.
Yeah.
It's I
Then
think I think that's the sort of thing where the show has probably not gone into logistics like that, and therefore digging into logistics like that probably isn't going to find an answer. It's the Simpsons "a wizard did it" bit.
well,
I have no idea. I don't.
that's why we loved Delicious in Dungeon. It took into
Oh
very
yeah.
real factors of things you had to do. No, the other thing I was going to say was school. I'm like, oh yes, it's the industrial complex where we had to train children to stay in the same spot so you could do a job later and not complain and get used to that system.
The schooling
Yay.
system was built to get people into
Mm-hmm.
factories. And now
Mm-hmm.
we don't really have much factory manufacturing in the United States anymore. A lot of
Mm-hmm.
stuff that we do that we consider to be normal is backwards, actually. Our systems are messy, but nobody wants to do reform because that's how it's always been done. Except, no, we didn't always have student loans like this. We used to have free
Mm-hmm.
tuition at state schools until Reagan.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway,
Yes.
there's
Um,
there's there's history lessons in there. There's a lot of stuff that you don't learn in your classes because you've
yes.
covered World War II for the umpteenth time and you don't really have the time to get through the 50s through the 80s,
Mm-hmm.
you know?
Glossed over books. Yes, just like
Mm,
these days at school,
mm,
glossed over information. Yes.
mhm, all the time.
Um,
So yeah,
yeah.
that's,
But were there any other things that stood out? Because I was thinking about, I'm like, not a lot actually really happened. Well, we know that just Chidori's going more into the surveillance and trying to figure out what's going on. Seems very far, continues to show how aware he is of what's happening
yeah.
and noticing Hisui and explaining that to our Hibiki D. And is it D? Was it DBK? If you, it's D and
It's
DBK.
just D. It's just D.
It's D.
The D is for
So
disguise.
yeah, ooh, yeah, there you go. Yeah, he was very entertaining with the fight, and but I feel like, yeah, thinking of it, I'm like, there's not much more that really happened. If there's moments that
I
stood
have a
out to you,
prediction.
leave comments down below. But yes, continue. What?
Since D has been expelled, and he's not going to be let back into the illusion,
Yeah.
obviously, I think he might go looking for Sakurama. Since he
Mm,
knows that he's here, because there was
mhm,
mention of, hey, you look just like someone who came by yesterday, or Sakurama's going to come and find him. I would
mm.
not be surprised if we get a team up because we know he's in the area, but we don't know
Ooh,
where he went.
yes. I was
Odds
thinking
are
that
very
that
good he did not get pulled into the simulation because otherwise we would have known.
yeah, but I was wondering that as well because he's there and
Mhm,
he is there,
mhm.
but the question is he part of the school or not? And
I
probably not
don't.
then. I feel they're more aware of who's there in the
Yes.
simulation, so
Yes.
probably not.
Yeah, I don't think he is. He came looking
Yeah.
to see the boss and he probably got turned away in the same way that
Mhm.
they did on Sunday.
Yeah. Yeah. I
So
want to
yeah,
see that team up as well.
I want to see this
Yes.
disaster team. They're just
Uh,
God bless them.
which, speaking of, if you missed it last week, go check out last week's video where we had Paul Castor Jr., the voice of Hibiki, talking all about behind the scenes on the show, working on the show, how the voice of D and Hibiki are woven together. So go check that out in case you missed it, which is very fun to dive into all of that.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
All right. I think that covers what happened in this episode. Again, if you
Think so.
anything else stood out to you, leave a comment down below. All right. And where to go? Other stuff you should check out. And good question. Giga Darkos was last week 3 years. I'm like, I think so. We were talking about it. I didn't think we were already to 3.
I
I
don't
thought,
know what I think we're past 3 because we haven't done every single week. I do
yeah,
not remember what the date is, what the anniversary date is, but I know that we are actually past 3 years
yeah.
because we've taken weeks off for larger holidays,
Holidays.
etc.
Mm-hmm. Yep. All right. But if you want to go look it up, Giga Dark, leave a comment. Let us know.
Scroll, 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 scroll.
Yeah, well, actually, if you are new here, we do have an entire playlist of the show, which actually starts with a voice actor interview
Oh,
and plenty more, which we have playlists of those. So things you should check out. I
yes.
did get to watch a few different things. I did start To Be Hero X. I think I'm
Nice.
caught up now with the 4 episodes that are available.
I haven't watched this week's yet. I
Okay.
believe it's a Sunday drop, but yeah, this heckin' show, right?
Yes. I might be echoing things that Katie said last week on it, but yeah, I'm enjoying it. It is very breakneck pace of a lot of things happening. A lot of interesting aspects of world building just kind of sprinkled on there, but we don't know full implications. Just how powers manifest and are affected is really intriguing and creepy at the same time. Because you're like, oh, there's a lot there.
The implications.
Yes, yes, indeed. And it is excuse me, the main character is pretty much Tanjiro and Deku, and they had a baby. Because his energy is that and trying to be a hero, and it is voiced in the Japanese version, it is the voice of Tanjiro. So I
Okay.
love that because I was like, I know that voice. And then yes, it is. And I think he's great for it. It's so fun for him to be his character. Yeah, it's very entertaining. The style is predominantly, as you were saying, the
Arcane.
arcane. Uh, but I love the breakouts to the other styles too. Music, oh my gosh, love the opening is a bop, and the ending is good too. But yes, I'm
It does
interested.
seem like they fit a different anime, doesn't it? That
Um,
it's focusing on some dude we haven't seen?
well, that's what I was like. Is this somebody we
Who is
know?
this?
But it could be our person being altered too. But we don't know yet. But I'm enjoying it. The opening is very exciting song. I like it. I want to see where it goes. They do get you pretty invested or interested pretty quickly because a lot happens in the first episode.
Yeah.
And it feels like an amalgamation of a few different things that we've talked about and been watching and enjoying. I mean, like we have a sprinkle of like My Hero Academia. We have a little bit of kind of Go Go Loser Ranger of what's really going on behind the scenes in this world and questionable things of power and structure. But all of that is very entertaining altogether. So I would say, go check out To Be Hero X. It's a fun one. And then 2 movies. G20, it is Viola Davis starring as the president. And I'm like, she is Bamf as that. She's so cool. And she is also was military. So she is not some damsel in distress when a G20 summit gets attacked. No. She's going to save the day. And so I really enjoyed it. I will say, on honest opinion, the movie does have a little bit of a like made for your TV something
Feel.
to it. A little bit. Not necessarily a bad thing, but it does not have you would have seen it in theaters. It's on Amazon, but it is, yes. Ooh, I feel this is a new name. Javier.
Echevarria.
Thank you. Powerful and saving the day. If we're referring to Viola Davis in this, yes, I thought she was fabulous. And a lot of the other characters really great too. And some people you might recognize from other movies and franchises. But if you have Prime, it's a fun action, kick-ass movie. So I'd say check that one out for sure. And then the other one that I was like, yes, and a lot of people are talking about it, and yes, I liked it a lot, was Sinners. Saw that in theaters. Oh my gosh, first of all, that soundtrack is amazing, and I like went home and I wanted to go listen to it. It is definitely a horror movie. So for some people who don't love horror, that might be a little bit of a turnoff, but cinematography, gorgeous. I love some of the editing. Oh my gosh, they had some like back and forth cuts of things. I'm just like, chef's kiss. And there's that one song in it that if you know that song, so yes, it is. I don't love overhyping movies because I feel too many people, you build something up too much and then you're gonna be disappointed. But it is very entertaining. There's a lot of things about it that are really darn cool. It might not be for everybody, but that's okay. That's what art is. Not everybody has to love it, but you can recognize things that are really cool in a movie and are very well done and artistic. And if anything, go listen to the soundtrack too. But yes, very much 2 thumbs up of go check out Sinners.
Excellent.
Yes.
Yeah, I hear good things. I'm just trying to figure out if it's within what I can handle for horror.
Maybe.
I hear different things from different people, honestly.
Fair. I like one lady goes, I don't normally watch horror, but we're going out to support. And she's like, okay, like she did before the movie and after the movie. She's like, all right, there might be 1 or 2 parts where you're going to like look through your fingers, but because a lot of the beginning and middle is a building it up and building the characters before we get into the chaos of everything that happens later.
Yeah.
Which some people, I've watched now a bunch of like different reviews and hot takes and whatever, which mixed on how some of those are, but some people are like, oh, it's really slow. And I'm like, I was super engaged. It's very interesting. Again, soundtrack. I like how somebody kind of compared the movie to like a musical, which it's not a musical, like a musical. It's more just music is so important throughout and thematically, literally, and just all of it. So that's my thoughts.
All right. Yeah, I have mostly just been keeping up on what I've already been watching. So, Next Level Chef, To Be Hero X, oh my gosh, Vigilantes. Vigilantes is very fun. So not a heck of a lot new on my end. It's been that kind of week,
Hey, that's okay though.
That is where we are.
I'm glad to hear Vigilantes is good because we talked a little bit about it before. Nice.
I am 3 episodes in. I believe the 4th one dropped today. I think it's a Monday release kind of thing. And I'm enjoying it immensely. Solid dub, really fun.
I was looking up a thing real quick because I was like, wait, and I had sent it to you and I was all shout out to, where'd it go? Yes. Excuse me. Mauricio Ortiz Segura, who we interviewed for My Hero Academia, You're Next, is the voice of Nice in To Be Hero X for the English dub.
Excellent.
Which I was like, that's so like fun. All the pieces tying in. So congrats to him on that role. So that's cool. Yes, the character is just named Nice.
Nice.
If you haven't watched it. Yeah.
Yep. It's a
There's
wild
some names
show.
in that.
It's
Yeah.
the subtitling in episode 3, where it was like, where they definitely translated a guy's entire name to be
Oh
something.
yeah,
different.
that one I
Like,
also was
I
like,
know
why
that
didn't
you think Stand Man probably like they his hero name was like Stand Man or something because they wanted him
Yeah.
to be perpetually standing, and you can hear them say in English Stand Man, and then they translate it as like Firm Man
Yeah.
in the subtitles. Like, but the thing is that he's always standing. That's the shtick, and that's where the horror of it all comes in.
Yes.
So just like
I did think that translation was weird.
That was a localization decision that was a little odd.
Yeah, it's
But yeah, it's who knows.
when
man.
you can hear the word, you're like, but that's not what they said.
Yeah.
You're literally that's the English word, but nice. Yeah.
What are we doing? Our best.
Yes.
Yep.
Bring you that Monday Energy live. And again, go check us out over on Twitter and Blue Sky, NTATNB. Don't forget to follow us here on Fanversations YouTube channel. Subscribe, hit the notification bell. There's videos coming out all the time of different events, red carpets. Some of them are scattered along, so maybe there's more that you haven't seen yet, as well as Fanversations on other social media platforms. So check those out. And Katie, where can people find you online?
You can follow me all over the social medias as well as on YouTube and Twitch. There we go. I got this. At Kiaxet, Kiaxet. I am also on a YouTube channel called Silver Screams, where my roommate and I talk about horror movies.
Oh, I did see that other Final Destination trailer. Yeah, the Backyard Barbecue?
No, the piercing shop.
Okay, there's a Backyard Barbecue. I'd seen the piercing shop, and then I now see the Backyard Barbecue one. That's a longer one.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
The one where they actually explain what the movie is about.
Yes, I did like that trailer. Yeah.
The one we reacted to was the piercing shop because that's the one that dropped first, and that was
that's a good one to react to.
Oh my god.
Yes. And you can find me online everywhere at Carrie D Lane. That's KARIDLANE. Thank you so much if you watch us live or tuning in. And if you watch us live, love it. And if you were quietly watching the shadows, we love you too. If you're watching later, welcome. Love you. And stay tuned and we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.